We're now joined with James and Maxwell. Of course, talking all about their run from Canterbury to Rome.
Indeed we are.
Firstly, welcome along to the show.
Hello, great to be here. Thanks for having us.
I was wondering if you could start off by telling us why you're doing it.
Why? I mean, well, I was the main cause why we're running. I mean, I was in Indonesia travelling back in it was May time, and Indonesia is quite an impoverished country. It's got quite high levels of poverty, and I happened to see quite a lot of first-hand absolute poverty in front of my own eyes. And I also had to on one occasion I was very ill in Indonesia, and I had to find a clean source of water, and unfortunately I couldn't get to that very near, so I had to walk about 2 miles to get it, and I realised how important water was. So I made a pledge after that day to do something for WaterAid next summer, and that's how the run to Rome started.
For me, the run started with a phone call from James one morning. He rang me up. He said that he had an idea. I asked what the idea was, and he said, well, Max, we're going to be running to Rome.
Yes.
So at first I was a bit sceptical about the idea, but I looked at the map. I looked at some inspirational people. I saw one guy who was actually an ex-Marine who had lost one of his legs actually in Iraq. And he managed to gather the strength and run across the whole of America, covering about 20 miles a day. And I looked at myself, a 20-year-old student with a lot of time on his hands, and I thought, why not challenge myself? I'm only young once, so why not get the most out of my body?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the main reasons. Another critical reason why we're doing it as well is to really test ourselves, test our limits as a human being, really test how far we can be pushed and how far physically a human body can go. And it's going to be I'm a big adventurer, so Max is as well, so that's another big thing why we're doing it as well. I
mean, and we've seen ourselves grow a lot in these past 5 or 6 months, which have really been the critical time of our training. I remember starting off doing 5-10 miles in the first month, so now we're running up to 30 miles a day, and it just feels great to see ourselves improving and really pushing our boundaries bit further. And I think that's something that is a bit lacking in today's world, with people becoming too kind of just content with their lives and not looking to push the boundaries of what can be achieved.
I was wondering if the both of you could tell us a little bit more about that run.
Okay, so we plan to leave from Canterbury Cathedral on the 17th of June, and then we're going to take the pilgrimage route, the Via Francigena, and we'll be going running to Rome on estimated time of 60 days. We'll be looking to cover about 25 to 40 miles per day, running waking up early in the morning, running while it's cool, and then resting throughout to take on a lot of water, eating a lot, and then in the evening completing the rest of the miles.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the more sort of detailed route to things, we'll be starting off, obviously, like Max said, in Canterbury, and we're making our way through to Calais, and then setting through Calais, through central France to Reims. My French isn't very good, so I'm probably going to get killed by some French people. Terrible pronunciation. Reims, and through Reims to Dijon, and then over the Alps through the Grand Petit Saint Bernard Pass, over that into Italy through Torino, through Genoa, and then Pisa, see Leaning Tower of Pisa, and have a couple of shots at Pisa, and then make our way down to Rome, and hopefully, if all goes well, fingers crossed, we'll be there on the 19th of August, hopefully.
I was just wondering, so what kind of experiences do you have? What does the training consist of?
Well, we've been doing a lot of training, obviously, to prepare physically and mentally for this run. The most recent bit of training we did is we set ourselves the challenge of we're based in Redhill, which is just outside of London, on the outskirts of Surrey. We ran from there to Brighton and back, and that's about 70 miles, which was the longest ultramarathon I've personally done. And the experience of doing something like this can only be described as a garden. you set off in the morning, you look around you, everything's fine, the sun shines out, but as you start to add on the miles, you go into the 10 miles, the garden slowly starts to die, the sun goes in, and then when you hit about 15, 20 miles, you really you're in the pits of hell, to be honest with you, and you just a war rages in your head whether you want to continue. Is this worth it?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of our training, originally quite a lot of people actually wanted to run. Right. I had sort of like 6 guys who wanted to run. Well, not quite 6. I mean, 6. A lot of people said they wanted to run. I mean, countless guys like, I want to run to Rome, run to Rome. And once the training started, like once we sort of started doing these kind of events, like the training I sort of set out to do was to try and make each person running not only physically fit enough to be able to run, but mentally fit enough, because that's the key factor in this type of event is how your mind is fashioned. So. I mean, one of our training tests, which I sort of designed, one thing was really, really mad. I live in a very, very tall tower block in Portsmouth, and it's about 17 stories high. It's about, I don't know, about 45 metres high, 50 metres high. I'm not very good with my maths, but we basically ran up and down them 50 times, so there's 100 times in total up and down, and Max has done it, I've done it a couple of times, and a lot of guys from Portsmouth have done it as well. It's a really, really tough challenge. It's extremely tough.
It's mentally challenging as well, because it's one thing to run outside in like nice scenery and stuff, but the Trafalgar Halls, the staircases, it's just grey, there's numbers, and it just messes with your mind, and then it's terrible, really.
Well, I mean, I've done that challenge times 100 recently, and that was really tough. I mean, it's all about mentally preparing. I think me and Max are very, very physically fit in the moment, and we are mentally prepared, and nothing will break us. And it's now just putting the vision of getting to Rome in, just exercising our will, and we'll be there in 60 days.
And as long as we have the thought, like every step is just one more step to Rome, then eventually it'll be done. Can we guarantee it'll be done in 60 days? No, but what we can guarantee it will be completed.
There's no way. There's no way boys and girls are going to come home in failure. That's not going to happen.
We are talking to James and Maxwell. We're talking all about their run from Canterbury to Rome here at BRFM, our very own local radio station. We are talking to James and Maxwell. We're talking all about their run from Canterbury to Rome here at BRFM on the Monday Night Community Show this evening. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about the route.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll sort of go through, in terms of sort of the logistical technicalities we'll be facing, as well as sort of the environmental problems. First of all, we are running into the heat of a European summer. It's not like sort of summer in England. I'm sure everyone's been abroad. It gets seriously hot in the south of France, over the Alps, especially into Italy. So we'll be tackling sort of temperatures over 30 degrees. And not only that, we'll be having to cross over one of the highest mountain ranges in the world. The Saint Bernard Pass is a very popular route along the Tour de France. So that's obviously going to have a lot of sort of hills to challenge. And to add to that, we'll be carrying all our weight with us. We've got like a buggy. It's like a sort of it's a buggy for children, but we've kind of adapted it to be used for running.
I actually bought the buggy off eBay. And we're going to customise it to fit all of our equipment on it. The wheels are quite sturdy, they're same as a bicycle wheel. So the plan is one of us will be carrying a backpack and the other will be pushing, which is essentially just a baby jogger.
Just a baby jogger, without any children.
But I think one of the biggest problems we'll face is just the consumption of water, and making sure that we're hydrated. And because if we don't do that, then
we'll perish. It would be quite ironic, though. If we're running for WaterAid, and if we perish due to dehydration, or someone has we call out martyrs or something. But
we really appreciate the value of water.
But we shouldn't be. Western Europe's one of the most populated centres. We won't be away from resources too much. It's just a matter of we'll be having to we'll be camping a lot throughout the trip.
I was going to say that, how you're going to sort of plan where you stay in between doing the run.
Yeah, we're going to be camping. originally, I mean, a lot of guys who do sort of ultra runs across America, they will be doing it in a faster time than we will be doing the same amount of distance or even more. But the thing is, we're running, we have no support vehicle, we have no sort of support team following us, we have no film crew following us, we have nothing following us. We're literally carrying our lives on our back. We're running into some really tough terrain over 8 weeks. We're running a marathon every day and having to sleep virtually rough every night.
And we'll have to also deal with each other on the run as
Yeah.
well, because stress levels can reach a boiling point. If you're running 25 miles a day, you're hungry, you're sweaty. We've been sleeping next to each other in a tent for that time, I'm sure, a couple times, you know.
We may just have a little fight.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, but these things happen.
But we've been in these situations before. We've been travelling before in
we travelled around
pretty uncomfortable conditions, so we should be fine.
Yeah, but we camped in Japan for about 5-6 days and off a mountainside called Miyajima off Fukuoka. It's an island off Fukuoka. We camped wild for quite a few days. We were kind of like wild men. We used to scare the Japanese when they came down with these tall Westerners coming through the bushes. So we used
to descend on the town in the morning.
Descend to the town with beer and stuff. Trying to, it was pretty funny.
Good times.
I was just wondering, before you go, if you could let us know how listeners can find out more about this run and how they can support you as well.
Well, I'm like I said, I'm running for the British Lung Foundation. They do a lot of great work. 1 in 7 people in Britain are affected by some sort of lung-related illness, whether it's asthma or right up to serious cases such as lung cancer and other very life-threatening diseases. And if you want to support me and if you want to support the charity, the best way you can do this is just if you visit Just Giving. It's an online page where you can donate money to certain charities. If you type my name into the search engine that comes up on that page, my name is Maxwell Hannah, and then if you just type that in, you can find some more info on the run and you can sponsor me. And if you'd like to add me as a friend on Facebook, I'll be more than welcome to be your friend. Just type in Maxwell Hannah into Facebook and you can follow some of the stuff that we're doing.
Follow your shenanigans.
Look into my personal life.
In your past and delve into his history if you want. Check out the gap here. I'm running for, as I said before, WaterAid. Clear my throat. I'm running for WaterAid. They're an international NGO, and their sort of main goal is to provide clean water, sanitation, and educate people about being hygienic, sort of hygiene. I'm again on Just Giving. Just Giving, if those don't know, is basically a page where you set up a page and then you donate money through my page. So I'd, for instance, have a page and I'd write about what I'm doing. You then donate, the money goes directly to the charity. We don't see a single penny of it. It doesn't go into sort of some secret account or anything like that. The money goes straight to the charity. It's a great way of connecting consumer base with like organisations like this. Like I said, my address for my WaterAid page is www.justgiving.com/James-Saward. It's SAWARD and hyphen then Anderson. Go on the page, drop some money on the page. I appreciate it very much. We also have a Facebook fan page set up. It's called We Run to Rome on Facebook. If you type in Run #2 Rome on Facebook, you can get that up. At the moment, we haven't got that many fans, so we want to get a lot more. Come on, guys, let's start this thing going. We're going in like 15 days, so we really need the support of as many people as possible.
Every person that supports really means a lot to us. And it also, if you just go into Google, type in Run with the #2 Rome, then you'll come up with some information. We've done some videos which are quite entertaining about
we're quite entertaining. I mean, we're quite, as you may have guessed, we're quite sort of entertaining guys. I mean, we like to have a good time. We make lots of interesting videos. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We're very relaxed guys, but we're serious guys, and we will do this in the time said. But it'd be great. You can check out our videos on YouTube as well. Just support us, support WaterAid. It's for 2 brilliant charities who really need our support. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people don't really sort of support lung charities because of the affiliation to smoke and stuff like that. But it's a great charity, and same with WaterAid. So dig deep, guys, and Yeah.
James and Max, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along and
Thanks
telling us all
for
about
having
this.
us here.
And you have to let us know how you get
We
on.
will
when
do
you've
if we
done it.
survive.
We're still alive.
Bye-bye.
That's James and Maxwell telling us all about their run from Canterbury to run this evening here at the Monday Night Community Show.